Hey YouTube and YouTubers, this is Versace and today's video is going to be about how men don't do anything for free. Yes, you heard it, men do not do anything for free. The reason why this video is so important to me is because I think that it's highly important for girls to know that when they have guy friends, they doesn't necessarily mean that they're just your friend. You know, they're gonna be your friend for one reason and one reason only. Listen up, because you have friend zoned them. Period. I've never had a guy friend who truthfully just wanted to be my guy friend, and he would text me and come and be like, "Oh, hey girl, what's up? How you doing? Oh, is your life going just fine? Oh no, well let me help you upgrade your life for free without having to be your man." Lies. I'll tell you something. If you believe that, have several seats because you know that is not true. Okay? And I'm going to tell you something. Men don't operate like that. It's just that simple. They don't operate like that. And it's not in them to operate that way. So if a guy is your friend, he's there because you have made him the friend. You have friend zoned him. But keep in mind, this guy is going to circulate in your life until he finds a way to get in and become more than just a friend. He's just waiting for that crack in the door. I mean, think about it. If you were to ask any man truthfully, would you let a girl stay with you for free? The answer would be no. It's just that simple. Men don't operate that way. So next time you think that the guy who's just your friend, he just likes you because you have a cool personality and you're just going to be a really, really, really good friend, think twice. He probably really does like you. He might not let you know because he might be embarrassed to get turned down, or he might say, "Hey, you know what? I really like you," but he knows he's not ready for you, or you might not be ready for him, and he might feel that. So he doesn't want to ruin the chance of keeping you long term until he becomes ready, and you might look at him with different eyes, and then he might really come in and become the boyfriend. That's just the truth. I have a personal experience where I had a friend since I was 11 years old in middle school. He's not my friend anymore. I stopped talking to him because he did something extremely shady that correlates with what I'm talking about today in this video. Um, well, around 2 years ago, I was around and I met some of his friends. And then one of his friends, obviously, we started talking and we were cool. And I can tell that this guy was feeling my energy and I was feeling him too, you know? So we both talked about it and we decided, hey, why don't we go like on a date? And then he was like, yeah, 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 okay, whatever. He spoke to me, whatever. And I was like, whatever, let's see where this goes. It turns out that his friend, which is the friend that I had from middle school, let's call him Lenny. That's a good name. So he decided that he was gonna go and tell all his friends that supposedly I had come on to him and that I was interested, that he supposedly had asked me out to be his girlfriend, but I was only interested in tooting and booting, you know, tooted and booted, that one. And he said that supposedly I came on to him while we were watching a movie called The Mist, and that I was just like trying to be all up on him, be like, oh, I want you sexually. And that he went, no, no, no. I cannot just like have sex with you because I want more than that. I want a relationship. I mean, do you know a guy who comes across a beautiful girl or a girl in general and she wants something and he's going to be like, oh no, man, I'm not going to do that. Come on. Already that story is super super fishy and it obviously sounds fake. Well, anyways, this is what he started telling the guy that he wanted to stop the date from happening. And so the guy was like, wait, knowing me, he's like, that doesn't make sense, dude. Like, why would you like say no? That's a pretty good opportunity to kind of jump on that and be like, hey, I did that, did that. And then he was like, oh no, because I have morals and I respect women. I'm a feminist. I would never do that. But I'm just saying, she's trouble. Versace's just trouble. You wouldn't want to go out with her. No. And then he was like, okay. So his friend went behind his back and totally called me up and said, hey, you know what? Lanny was saying that supposedly you had to come on to him and whatever I just told you guys. And I was like, what? When? I don't understand. When did this happen? I was not there. And then he was like, that's what he's telling me. He's telling me that, I should cancel like my date with you just because of that. And I said, you know what? Is that what he said? He said like, yeah. And I was like, dude, that's like straight up lies. And then he's like, yeah, I know, I can tell. He said the whole crew was telling him like, come on, dude, if she like did that, then you would be the first one to like jump, right? And then it's not in the guy's nature to just be like, oh no, I don't like you. Like they're gonna, hey, you throw them the fish, they're gonna catch and eat that fish. You know that? And so what happened is that obviously the story sounded like extremely fake. So then we all had to meet up. And then, I decided to nip it in the bud. I was like, I'm going to take this out of the way. This guy is just straight up lying. I couldn't believe it because this is a friend I have for more than 10 years, y'all. Like 13 years, I'm telling you. And then, yeah, so we met up, and then he was like, he confessed in front of his friend, like, oh yeah, I lied. I was just doing that because she's my friend. That's the only friend that I have. I've lost all the female friends that I've had, and she's the only one I have, and I don't want to lose her. If something happens between, you hurt her or something, I'm gonna be, or she hurts you, I'm gonna be forced to losing her, whatever. Which that wasn't the case. The case was, excuse me, the case was that he didn't want anyone to date me because he wanted me for himself. But since he couldn't have me, he decided to make up this really fake story about things that have happened. Keep in mind, this kid hasn't dated a girl in like a good minute, and I hope he can date girls now. And he decided to confess and say, hey, you know what? Like, I really did lie. Versace, I'm really, really sorry. I didn't mean to do that. It was really coming from a good place. So I decided to forgive him because, he was like saying the truth. The minute, and then I was about to leave because he was about to go drop me off, because I had to go back home. And the minute, and he had his little sister, and his little sister's like, hey, I'm just go. So I told him, hey, give me the keys to your car, so then I can go and take your sister to the car and we can get out and leave. And he's like, oh, okay. As soon as I walk out from the restaurant, he starts telling everybody like, oh, listen, I just said that, I just lied and said that nothing happened because I didn't want to embarrass her. I want to keep her pride as a female. Me, I'm a feminist and whatever. But between you guys and myself, we totally, that's what happened. Like, she was coming on to me and I pushed her away and I said, no, like, why would I? I don't want a girl who just wants me for that. I come back, all the guys put him on blast again, and we're like, dude, he just said what I just said. And I looked at him and I was like, damn, bro, seriously, like, we can't be friends. So we ended up, like, I told him, you know what, just drop me off home. I couldn't even talk to him because I was just like, that is so shameful. You just don't do that. Anyways, he drops me off home, and he tells me, hey, he goes, if you want to slap me, you could take a good slap or I could take a good punch. And I was just like, nah, man, I'm not gonna do that. You know what? I told him, you messed up. You messed up this friendship, and I don't think I want to be around someone who has, negative feelings. And how did that happen? Well, he circulated for a long time, 13 years, waiting for that, door to open, and he figured it didn't open for him, it opened for one of his friends. He got mad and he felt territorial about that, and he was just like, no, 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 if it's not me, it's nobody. And that's what he did. All that. That's what I'm telling you. Guys are not going to be around you because they're your friends. And I truly thought this person was a friend, had like zero interest. Come to find out, that wasn't true. So I hope this video has helped you guys, and it just lets you know how men operate. And you don't believe me? Trust me, these stories are not something that you don't hear about. It's just the truth. And guys, I hope you liked this video and it was helpful to you. Please subscribe, show some love, give me some likes, share my video. Thank you guys and take care. See you next time. Bye bye.